Morning, my friends. What a beautiful day it is. First, let's pray to our God who has given me the chance to deliver a speech about smartphone. And next, let's thank our beloved teacher, Frater Aloysius Lamba, and everybody here, because without you, I will not be standing here giving a speech. My friend, this era is full of technology. One of the technology that we find the most now is smartphone. But before I explain about smartphone, I think it is very important to know what is smartphone. Based on Wikipedia, a smartphone is a phone that provides features above and beyond the simple ability in just making a phone call. But do you know how to use smartphone? Well, of course you do, but I mean correctly. Ask yourself, are you not addicted, forgetting the time, and cannot live without your phone? I hope the answer of all my question is no. In 2018 February, someone died because of using his phone too much. Basically, he got a radiation in his phone and then died. But it doesn't matter what game is he playing. It doesn't matter what social media is he using. What matters is someone died because of a phone. A phone. A phone killed a human being. Don't let the phone control you or even kill you. You control the phone. And based on my experience, when I meet with my friends outside the school, I thought we would be having fun. I thought we would be talking about things in our life. But guess what? In reality, we just busy with our own phone. We just busy taking photo, Insta story, and then just go home. This is very painful to watch. This is like one of the famous song in Indonesia. Aku punya ragamu, tapi tidak hatimu. I mean, we can see each other physically, but our sight is just locked at our phone. I am very concerned about this. This makes me feeling very upset. Why? Because why is it named smartphone if the user is not smart enough to control the phone? And if you think that the growth of smartphone and technology is always good for you, then you're wrong. There are numerous cases where people got scammed online just by using smartphone, a little thing. For an example, in 2017 July, people of China got scammed for nearly 2.5 trillion rupiah. And guess what? They got scammed just by using a smartphone, a little thing. But besides all those negative effects, let's look at the bright side. Because of smartphone, I get to know many things. Because of smartphone, I can communicate with my family and friends easily. Because of smartphone, I get to know many news without using newspaper. So now we know all the positive and negative effects from smartphone. So it is all up to your choice whenever you're using it, good or wrong. But remember, if you're using it correctly, you will get all the benefits from smartphone. But if you're using it incorrectly, of course you will be put in a much worse situation than ever happened. My friends, smartphone is like a kitchen knife. Why a kitchen knife? Because it can help you make things easily if you shoot it just correctly. But in the other hands, it could harm you and other people if you treat it just miscorrectly. So be wise on your choice. And before I end this speech, let me give you some advice. Smartphone has so many positive and negative effects. But let's just take the positive effects and throw all the negative effects. So that's all my speech about smartphone. If there was any mistake, I am truly and deeply sorry, because I'm just a basic human being. I cannot do perfect, but at least I'm trying to be perfect. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Cindy Aurela Liwang, that stand in front of you guys to tell something that really booming in this era. But before I start, let me give my highest gratitude to the Almighty God for His blessing so we can assemble together in this place. Secondly, I would like to say thanks to Frater Alo for the chance that has been given to me to deliver my speech about smartphones for teenagers. As we know, in this era, teenagers and smartphones are an unstoppable force. It is not a new thing for teenagers to have gadgets as smartphones and tablet computers like iOS, Windows, and Android. They use gadgets not only to communicate, but have become multifunctional tools that can be used to find anything they want to know. However, the user has fallen into a deep valley called addicted, so they don't see negative things that will have a big impact on themselves. In fact, using smartphone wisely will bring positive things. Otherwise, excessive use of smartphones will have a big impact on users. For example, there is a child playing his smartphones for 10 hours a day, so it makes his brain development become slowly. But the thing is, technology always has its good sides and bad sides. First, let's talk about the good sides of smartphones. 1. Better way to communicate with people. For example, you have a friends who live in a different country or city. You don't need to go there to talk to them. Simply just contact them using your gadget. 2. Opportunity to learn new things. When it comes to learning new things, smartphones make it much easier to find answer of any question at any time and anywhere. Just Google it. 3. Applications that makes our life simpler. There are so many examples of smartphones applications that makes our life simpler, such as maps and weather apps. And applications for students to help learning such as Brainly, Ruang Guru, Google Translate, and many more. 4. Develop our business. Being able to receive emails, an illustration of how smartphones help taking care of our business and developing it. There are more and more benefits of improving and redesigning smartphones. So it's important for smartphones companies to keep the competition to improve this technology. Besides that, things that we must keep in mind is the bad sides of technology, so we don't use it in a wrong way, such as 1. Changing the social norms of our lives. People are starting to be disrespectful without noticing that being busy on their smartphone is the reason. We all know how important human contact is, and when that is removed and replaced by virtual contact, something is lost. 2. The onset depression and anxiety. For some people, the number of friends they have and the numbers of likes they get for a single post in social media makes them feel accepted and important. Are you one of them? There are many more bad impacts of smartphones that I will not be able to explain everything in this occasion. But these are two important things that often happen with gadget or social media users. And this is the end of my speech, but before I end it, let me give you guys some advice. Be a wise smartphone user and don't let your real life disturb because of your virtual life. Thanks for your attention, forgive me if there were any word mistaken, and goodbye!